What's up, everybody? This is Eric, the Bay Area Collector, and today I have a special game for you guys to review. It's a game that I really liked when I was a kid, and it's The Wizard of Oz for the Super Nintendo. This game was released by Sega Corporation back in 1993, and it's a 2D platformer. If you guys look at the cover, I'm about to show it to you guys in a second. It has pictures of the classic movie. However, it's loosely based upon the cartoon series that came out in the 90s. A great cartoon series, and I really recommend you guys watching it. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good series. Basically, the game's about Dorothy being in Kansas, they're getting sucked in by the tornado and landing in Oz. And so she meets up with Glenda, the good witch, and Glenda gives her the ruby slippers to take to the Wizard of Oz. And she also gives her a magic wand to protect herself. However, at the same time, the Wicked Witch of the West comes by, sees that she wants the slippers, and she takes Toto away from Dorothy. And so she's like, we're going to trade, meet me, and we'll trade Toto for the shoes. So anyways, the game, in the game you go off, you're going to go meet the wizard as well as rescue each of the members, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. And you can actually use these characters to get through different paths. So for example, I believe the Cowardly Lion can jump higher than everybody else. The Tin Man is stronger, but he can't jump. And then you have the Scarecrow, which he protects them against certain enemies and all that. And then you got Dorothy. And you're also kind of rescuing Toto, but Toto plays a role in playing mini games. In the game, you're going to go off and collect these tickets so you can go meet the wizard. So this game kind of plays like a Metroidvania of some sorts, because right off the bat, I haven't played the game in a long time, but I replayed it today. And I noticed that you have to collect these tickets, and they're hidden in mini games as well as in different locations. So you need certain characters to go get the tickets. Not only that, you also need to collect yellow bricks, which they grant you after collecting a certain amount. I know that when I got off the first area of the map, and you were able to, I collected about 70 bricks, and it was enough bricks to do a bridge to land to the next section of the Land of Oz. So it's a really good game. I really like it. Let me show you the cover right now. I don't know if you guys can see the cover of the game. I'm trying to get some light. If you guys can see, you can see the Wicked Witch and the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see because of the light. Sorry, guys. But yeah. This game is actually a lot of fun. It's a nice little platformer. I don't feel like a lot of people really heard of the game, or if they did, they kind of passed it off because, it's the Wizard of Oz. And, they're like, okay, the Wizard of Oz. I'm actually a fan of the Wizard of Oz. I love the movies, and I love the cartoon series. It's a great story. It's a great story. And this game is not that bad. So right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and play a little sample of the game and show you guys a little bit about the game. I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'm back. I have the game since, like I told you guys, I played it earlier in the morning. I had already started off the game. One thing I want to make you guys, I'm going to make it perfectly clear. This game, you will die a lot. It's a hard game. It's a difficult game. I don't know. I know I passed the game already back in the days. But I know I played it with cheats before, and I'm playing it with cheats now. So, yeah, you'll see in a minute. Also, another thing I want to let you guys know: this game has a password save. The way you get passwords are when you rescue certain tasks. I believe it's when you rescue one of the characters, as well as when you pass another piece of the land, you'll get a password as well. So they're kind of spare, the passwords. You don't have that many, so it's one of those things that you have to really play through the game and get that password, because then otherwise you won't save. But if you have, you know, like the Retron 5, where you have another way to play where you can emulate the game, or you can do saves, it'll be much easier. So here's the map. You begin, if you see the I went, and I'm playing it again with this Retron 5 controller, but actually it's not that bad. But if you go, this is where you start off. You start off right there, and then you work your way around these areas. So I'll go ahead and play the first level. Just the replay of the level. Well, actually, sorry, this is the second level of the game. So yeah. So as you can see, you have certain attacks. The B button makes you can jump. The A button jumps, but then you can use the special wing shoes if you get the wing shoes. The Y button throws jewels or rocks or special power-ups with your wand. And then the X button kicks. The right trigger button you could toggle off and on the screen right there. And then the left trigger button doesn't do anything. Start pauses the game, and then select. You can select characters with that. See, I already got the Scarecrow. So yeah, you see up in the top center, the very leftmost, that yellow jewel is the power-ups that you have. You know, the rocks that you throw. The one on the next is the winged shoes. So if you have the winged ruby slippers, you can float. Now those wedges you see right there that look like kind of like pie slices or pizza slices, those are where you collect the tickets. So far I have 5 tickets, so each one of those pieces equals 5 tickets. So I already found 5 tickets so far. Right there where the bow is at, and then that hat, those are to select your characters. Where it says the number 9 right there, those are the number of lives you have. And then the yellow bricks are the amount of yellow bricks you have collected. And then at the bottom you have your energy meter. Yes, so this is pretty much, it's a hard game, you know. I didn't realize how hard it was until I played it this morning. I was like, whoa, you know. So strongly suggest you do play with cheats, and you do play with the save feature. It'll make things a lot easier and more enjoyable. Even nonetheless, even with the cheats, it becomes a little bit hard. The jumping mechanism of this game is a little bit wacky. Actually, believe it or not, see, I just died. The Retron 5 controller is actually really responsive in this game. I have no issues with it. It's just that the jumping mechanism of the game is a little bit crazy. But other than that, this is a great platform game. It's really fun. So let me see if I can get you guys to another location. I could go ahead and load my save state. I want to take you to the first one. So I believe, oh, there we go again. So this is the first level right here. That's the first level. This is what I wanted to show you. Shy Village. This is where she landed. Those lemons, you know, whoop. So, you know, throughout this particular level right here, you enter, in some areas you'll enter buildings, which allows you to search to see if you have any tickets or anything like that. So, you will go in and collect tickets. It's a pretty, I like this game. It's really fun. Let me play with the Scarecrow so you guys can see. So I don't know what the Scarecrow's powers do. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what his powers are. You know, I feel like he's. I don't know if some enemies get scared of him because he's a scarecrow, like the crows and all that. So I'm not sure. Oh, I entered a little maze. In this particular section is where you'll find a ticket. Yeah. Let me show you another level. I'll show you. I will show you. This is the cornfield where you're gonna find the Scarecrow originally. Right here. And as you guys can hear in the background, you know, there's certain songs. If I Only Have a Brain is playing right now, which is the level where you're gonna find the Scarecrow originally. That star gives you power-ups. Even the mice are dangerous. Let me see what the Scarecrow does. I wonder if he scares the... Yeah, he scares away the crows, see? So he'll scare certain animals away. Whereas if you have Dorothy, they're gonna attack you. Oh no, actually it did it. So yeah. So let me show you guys what I mean about the yellow bricks that you collect. This is the last section of the map. So you collect the bricks and see how you form a bridge. So you would have to collect a certain amount. I don't know how many specifically for this area, but I had about 70 bricks by the time I reached this location. So I was able to cross it. So I mean, the yellow bricks, they appear everywhere, so it's not a big deal. You can go back and forth and collect. I wonder if you're able... Trying to see if there's a way that you can leave the level, but I guess you can't. Thought you were able to. No. So anyways, so right now they're gonna send me to the next area of the map, which is where I've been kind of making a mistake when I've been going. Right there, that's the next area. So each place has a certain area where you go to. I don't know I forgot how many areas there were, but it's believe it or not, it's a pretty long game. You got other locations, like you got the city, you got this little city right here where you go different ways. You go up, so you go up you know, you go into the buildings here, kick the munchkin, there you go. But anyways, it's a fun game nonetheless, a really fun platformer, very colorful. I like the graphics on this game. So yeah, so this has been. Oh, one more thing before I go, I made a save because I wanted to show you the mini games. Here's one mini game. So the role that Toto plays is you play mini games to get tickets. Now, there's one game where you have to go in diagonal on the diamonds to reach a exit. There's one where you have to spell, for example, the very first one was you have to spell the sentence out, "You're not in Kansas anymore," and you have to jump on the right letters to spell the sentence. And then you have this game. This game is a pain. So basically what you do in this mini game, you have to get... You see the number 5 and 4, so you jump in here and you roll the die. So it's 6 and 1. So you have to either clear the 6 or the 1 or the sum of both numbers. So in this case it would be 7. You know? And one big tip about this game, I mean, you can go off and you can clear the other ones, but I wouldn't suggest it. Well, I thought you were able to, but I guess not. But anyways, you clear the sums and everything, you clear 6 and 1. But yeah, this game is this particular mini game. You'll be trying it for hours. So this is where I recommend that if you have a save state for this game, you play it with a save state. But otherwise, it's not impossible. So it's otherwise good. So yeah. So this has been the gameplay, and I'll see you guys in a second. Hey guys, so now I'm back. What are my opinions about this game? I say you should definitely get this game. Definitely get this game. Why? Because it's a great platformer. It may be difficult at times. It's not impossible, but it may be difficult, but it's a great game. The graphics are really good for a Super Nintendo game. Music is good. The whole story of it is really good in itself. I honestly believe people slept on it, or they just kind of completely forgot about this game or never paid attention to it, because I believe this game was I think it's a hidden gem. I honestly feel like this is a must for collectors. It's a must if you have a Super Nintendo. It's a hidden gem, I believe. The game, it wasn't that expensive. It was the first game that I got after I started collecting for the Super Nintendo again. I had it when I was a kid back in the days. Got rid, like, again, the same old story. Got rid of all my collection, a lot of the games, because, I thought it was gonna be available. You don't think as that like that when you're younger. But when I started collecting about 2 years ago, that was the first game that I bought when I got my Retron 2. I bought that with this game, and I paid about $10, $12. It wasn't that expensive. I don't know if the game is going any more expensive. I don't think it's going that expensive right now, but nonetheless, it's not I don't know how common this game was. I don't feel like it was common, because back in the days, I ran into it, coincidentally, and I got it, picking it up, thinking it was going to be a game like whatever, but it was a really a surprise of a game. Kind of like when I did my review for Barbie. It kind of surprised me when I bought this game back in the days, as the game being really good. So do I recommend this game? Absolutely. It's a must for your collection. I truly believe this is a hidden gem of a game. I believe that if you can get this game, pick it up. It's worth it. You guys won't regret it. It's a fun game. So anyways, this has been my review of The Wizard of Oz. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Please see my other videos. Have a lot of content. I have a lot of games that are going to be coming up. I have a lot of ideas. So stay tuned for a lot more. And yes, this has been Eric, the Bay Area Collector. Peace out.